Hi guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to plan a trip using Google Maps. And we'll start with the city of your source. So for me, it's Folsom. I'm in Folsom, California. So let's do directions from Folsom to, let's say, a weekend trip to, say, Yosemite. So let's pick Yosemite National Park. And as soon as I pick Yosemite National Park, it's going to give me multiple options because it's not a one place, it's a big park. So I'm just going to pick, let's say, a visitor center for now, since I don't know where I'm going to end up. So let's pick the visitor center. And it gives me two routes. Now, right away, when I look at the routes, one is 3 hours and one is 4 hours. So I definitely don't want to take the longer route. But again, the shorter route usually has some caveats, like I see the longer route goes through all the cities and the shorter route goes through the forest and stuff. So, well, I think for me, most likely I want to do a combination of both, but definitely don't want to take the longer route, but I also want to avoid the big forests and no man's land kind of areas and a lot of curves. So I'll probably end up having a route which is in between these two, maybe goes through some cities, but then, cuts through. I'm gonna pick the cities instead of the wilderness at the beginning. And I also want to map some stops. So let's say I want to make a stop somewhere here, and I'm gonna pick a park or a snacks or coffee shop or something, and I see a big park here, so I'm probably gonna pick this one. It says El Grove Regional Park. That sounds good to me. So we'll add that. We'll pick the regional park. Regional parks are usually close to highways in California at least, and they are usually a good stop. So they do have entrance fees, but it's not that bad. It's like $6 per car most of the times, and they are okay stops for snacks or if you had like coffee with you and whatnot. And I see one other park nearby in El Grove, this guy, and it looks nice. So I might pick that also. So I'll keep that in mind. So I have one stop here. I have another stop here. So let's start with those two. One close to the source, one close to the destination. So I'm gonna add a stop like this, drag it in the middle, and then let's pick the El Grove Regional Park as our first stop. And that gives me a good route. Okay, it got rid of that longer route also. That's gone, so that's good. And I'm gonna change this Yosemite Visitor Center to the west gate of Yosemite, which is Big Oak Flat Information Station that I already searched. We can add another stop, drag this one to before our destination and add a stop at, let's say, I know Lodi is a good town, so I'm gonna pick a stop in Lodi, and I already searched the regional park in Lodi, and so I'm gonna pick that as my second stop. So I got two stops and it's right on the highway again, Highway 99. So I got two good stops to begin with, and I'm gonna add a few more stops now. I think one more stop somewhere here, and I already see some curves on this road which I wanna avoid. So maybe I can stretch it a little bit. It's 3 hour 14 minutes if I go. I know I'm gonna be taking 120. Maybe if I take 120 further down on 99, I can avoid those curves. So maybe somewhere here. So go all the way here and then take 120. Then I can avoid those curves and go straight on 120 and avoid another highway. Just it makes things easy. I also know Oakdale is a good town. It has a lot of restaurants and food options and whatnot. So I'm gonna maybe pick something in Oakdale. So let's see what Oakdale has. It has a McDonald's. So let's pick Oakdale Cheese and Specialties that I already searched. Is a good stop for me, and it gives me a food option. So I try and pick that before my destination, and I have one more stop in the middle. We can change your mind when you're driving. And if everybody wants pizza, maybe you can search a pizza place nearby. It's a big town, so you'll find pizza. So that's a good stop. So I have Stockton, I have Lodi, I have Oakdale, and obviously there are more towns on the way which I already searched. So I can add a stop if I like, or I can change my mind at the last moment and add a stop. So I can decide to add a stop at the last moment also, which would be fine. But this looks much better. It's 3 hours 25 minutes now versus 3 hours 15 minutes earlier. So 15 minutes more, which is still okay. Not as bad as 1 hour. I definitely don't want to take that 1 hour route. That's just gonna stretch things. So this is okay. And then I see all the way through. I get cities or towns on my way. So that's a good option. So I'm happy with this route. I'm just gonna click on done, and then I'm gonna email this to myself. So you just go to this option and say share, and then you can mail this to yourself. So that's one option. Other option I have, so you can email it to yourself, but you can also create a map on your Google Maps, and then it will be saved in your profile. So this map is shared in email. You can share it with some partners you're traveling with, and they have it too. So that's one option. And then once you get out of it, it's just in your email. Every time you click on that link, you will be able to access it. But if you wanted to save it on your profile, you can go to Google Maps, and this is only available in web browser, not on your Maps app. So in the web browser, you go to Google Maps, sign into your account, then you go to your places, and in your places, you can go to Maps, and in Maps, you can create a map. So this map will be saved in your profile. And I